Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. What is up? Thank you for joining me on what will hopefully be the last video of 2020. I'm out of breath, just run up the stairs. Because as I say, hopefully this will be the last video that I've managed to film, edit and get up before 2020 is over. So, for today's video, as you can see it's a little bit different. I've managed to get my glasses fixed. I'm back wearing some glasses today. Saving wearing contacts from first thing in the morning. Anyway, Josh doing what he does best. Digressing. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of what my favourite makeup products of 2020 have been, or could continue to be into 2021. I will also be doing a giveaway, so I will be kind of announcing that and telling you the giveaway prizes, how to enter, towards the end of the video. So keep watching. We're going to jump into this. If you like this video, give it a massive thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn the notification bell on, all that jazz, because I want you to see more of me in 2021. I want more of you to see me. And I want to hear from more of you. So yeah, press that red button. Anyway, let's get into the video. I've actually said to put some contacts in. Before I jump in, I've got to ask, how was your guys' Christmas? What did you get? Were you spoiled? How was your day? That's the biggest question, because of obviously lockdown restrictions, tier 4 and all that. It was just very different, very new, very strange, but still very enjoyable on my part. So, just a little disclaimer. These are products that have worked for me and are my favourites of this year. They may not work for you guys, but again, this is my impressions, my thoughts, my opinions, my views on the products. If you don't like them, that's not mean to say because they work for me, they should have worked for you. Just putting that out there. Today, we're actually going to kind of go in reverse. I'm going to start with my brows and eyes first, just because why not really. And it is the Revolution Pro eyebrow pencil. So it just looks like this. Really luxe feeling, it's heavy. So it's like really luxe for the price of what it was. If I can find all the price of this, I will try and link down full prices down below. But yeah, so this has been like a staple for me. This and the Revolution brow powder, sculpting brow powder, whatever it is. One, the product is great. The pigmentation is there. It hasn't worn down, so because skin is quite creamy, it hasn't like worn down quickly over time. The main thing for me was the colour match. Like, I struggle to find eyebrow products that are my actual eyebrow colour. So that's kind of why I've swayed that way on this product. It does have a spoon on one end and obviously the product on the other. Majority of this stuff I will have, I think, used in previous videos. So some of this you obviously might not be surprised by, but it's my face of putting all of my face together, which, you know, considering it's like the first year of doing my channel and whatnot, I thought it would be a nice end or a nice round-off to the year, plus obviously the giveaway, so I can give back to you guys on what's been a bit of a shitty, I'll say been a massively shitty year for majority of people. So yeah. So as you can see, I'm literally not having to fill in my brows too much. I did mean to re-laminate my brows again, I haven't done it. That is again a staple of 2020. My Diablo lash lift, well not used lash lift kit that I used to laminate my brows. Oh, insane. If you're into or want to laminate your brows without kind of doing the costly thing by going to a salon, we can go to salons now anyway. I would definitely recommend trying out the Diablo lash lift kit. I will link that if I remember in the description box below. So that is the brows done. Quick, easy. I don't really do much to my brows nowadays anyway. I mean, I really wish I went to laminate them because I wouldn't have had to do pretty much anything at all. I have actually considered. I don't know if people have seen the way that Jack Emery, Makeup by Jack, does his eyebrows. They're pretty much like the drag way of doing it with like glue sticks and just laminate, like kind of sticking them up with blonde just lightly for every mouth. Think of giving that a go. Don't know when, but I'm thinking of giving it a go. Right, so next product I'm going to go in with is something that I discovered quite recently. And that is like an eyeshadow base, eye primer, whatever you want to call it. I'm used to, or kind of normally, just going with like concealer to carve out the brow and then use as an eyeshadow base while I'm doing that. But since using this product, if I can find where it is in this mess here, I really enjoyed it. I didn't feel as heavy or sticky or anything like that, but this is the Stuck On You Eye Primer by the Beauty Crop. Again, I have used this in the video, but I did really enjoy this when I tried it out. I think I said that in the video. Once you manage to actually warm it up a little bit, it literally just goes on like a cream, but it's not, as I say, like it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't kind of feel sticky or anything. It's just a nice base for the eyeshadow. So next we're going to move into eyeshadow palettes. There have been many eyeshadow palettes released this year. Influencers, non-influencers. I narrowed it down to 2, but I'm only going to be using 1. So, I have narrowed my 2 down to the Be Perfect X Stationery Carnival 3 Love Tahiti palette. I have used this in a video. Look, sorry, but no. Who told them that this was allowed to be fucking done? This is a stunning palette. Absolutely stunning. As you can see, I absolutely loved this. And the second, I think we must all know, the Nikkie Tutorials X Beauty Bay palette. Let's go for something neutral. So this looks actually kind of semi-inspired by one of Makeup by Jack's recent looks that he done. So what we're going to do is take a little bit of 5 AM first. I'm going to like stamp that on the edge. Bring it up. And we're going to create like a faux crease, because obviously I've got like hooded eyes. Bring that up like midway, lightly fade the rest in towards the front like that. Do you know what, this could go one of 2 ways. It's either going to be shockingly bad or I'm actually going to be obsessed with this. So we kind of like have a little bit of like a, almost like a winged type shape. So what we're going to go in next with is Mila, which is like the slightly lighter honey brown, we'll call it. Just going to kind of lightly buff that. And we're just going to slightly wing that out to create a little bit of drama there. Like, did you see? It's kind of just creating like a little moment. And then what we're going to do is go in with the orangey shade Redemption here. Right on top, as usual. I should think my eyeshadow looks through before I actually do them. You think that'll be a lesson learned by now, but clearly not. I'm going to go back in and just kind of re-intensify the other colours. So this is kind of like what we have going on. I do love a warm tone, kind of browny smoky eye now. I don't know what's happened to me. Yeah, I don't really do much neutral, so I thought I'd give the neutrals a go with this. Kind of living, kind of loving, here for it, love that. What I'm going to do now is cut the crease. And to do that, I now kind of do like a 2-step method. So I go in with some micellar water and a cotton bud. Just kind of clean out all the excess product. And then go in with concealer, or now I suppose like an eyeshadow base. To do this, because I've gone high above my crease, I kind of just, with my eyes looking forward, I rub like right in the centre of my lid and then go down. So then when you can see that lid space is there when I look up, like dead straightforward or not. So it's giving me that extra lid space. Don't know why it's taking me so long to actually do this, but he started to do it. And then I'm trying to go in with that eyeshadow base that I had and just re-intensify that, so I'm back into it. So I've just gone and laid that base down. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go in with All In, because I have a pigment I want to use to go over the top of that. So I'm going to go in with All In. So that is this shade here. And just stamp that on to the lid like so. This is a gorgeous shade. It has a lovely kind of green, yellow. I'm going to call it like a Tinkerbell shift. So this is that down. Stunning. And what I'm going to do is, we're going to take one of my, again, I've mentioned these before, my kind of faves, Holy Grails, whatever, of 2020, are these pigments from Peaches and Cream. So this is Mermaze. It has like blue-green shift to it. So this is just on a Peaches and Cream PC36. And I'm just going to take that shade Mermaze on this brush, I kind of swirl it in the lid, and just like pat that over the top. You see that extra like oomph that is given. These have really become like absolute faves. I need more. I need more of these pigments. I've not actually used these wet yet, so I'm intrigued to see how they come out when wet. That is absolutely divine. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera, do the other eye, and then we'll jump into the rest of the skin stuff. So don't go anywhere. See you in a sec. Right guys, I am back. I have obviously done the other eye. I've just sharpened this out using a wet wipe. I'm going like I've used a tiny bit of the shade Ivy on the inner corners and on the brow bone. So that is basically the eye look done. I'll come back and kind of go into the last little fine tunings towards the end. But now we're going to get into the face products. First face product we're going to go into is obviously primer. This has been like I'm in love with a few primers at the minute, don't get me wrong. This is like being one of my absolute favourite combinations to do. So this is the Barry M Pixie Skin Blurring Beauty Elixir, and this is the Revolution Glass Liquid Skin. I think I've shown this combination on here before, but yeah, like I say, this is my absolute fave combo to go in with. Really just helps to kind of, well, blur the pores like it says, but without kind of being one of those really silicone-y, putty-ish type primers, if you know what I mean, that kind of makes your skin feel quite, well, silicone-y. I do go with quite a lot of this because I've got a big head, big face, whatever you want to call it. You don't need this much, but I just love this. Just like an extra boost of like, it feels a bit hydrating as well, so it's like an extra bit of hydration to the skin. It almost gives like a nice little glow to the skin, as I say, while giving that like light blurring effect. It's like slightly tacky, so you know that the foundation is going to adhere to it, which is, again, obviously a plus. Next, I go in with this Liquid Skin Illuminating Skin Primer. This, I think I've said this before, I just kind of put on like the higher points of the face, so the cheeky areas, the tops, like above the brow. I need to be careful of that before it runs into my brows, and just down the nose. And this I kind of just sort of rub in, but obviously my main focal point is where I've laid it. And it just gives it like that extra little bit of, do you know what I mean? That extra something. Next, foundation. I have a few kind of faves of this year. I have the Fenty Pro Filter Hydrating one, absolutely love that. The Too Faced Born This Way, absolutely love. So this Lottie London Velvet Skin Tint. Oh, I'm obsessed over this. But what I'm going to go in with today is the Lasting Perfection Matte Foundation from Collection. I love this. I think this was in a video during summer, like a testing drugstore makeup video or something. I don't remember. I'm actually going with a sponge today for this. I've been using brushes for ages, but I've got to just go with a sponge because why the hell not? So this is such a lovely coverage foundation. It has such a nice finish on the skin. Like, it's just lovely. Well, this clearly isn't my shade. It's clearly too dark, but I love this foundation. Mind you, I do not use a brush, so it's a bit more sheared out. So again, this tastes like a mattifying foundation. I haven't found it to be overly matte, but again, I do kind of use more hydrating primers, and obviously I kind of use a shit ton of moisturiser and whatnot when I do my skincare. Oh my god, how did I get away with this in that video? I must have been super tanned because, boy, look at the difference. That is, wow. Okay, Josh, you do you, hon. You do you. And look at that, that's what that is, no, why am I like this? Who told me I was this tanned? Because I'm not. Wow, I really didn't shade match these or kind of test these out before I did this video. Again, typical me, don't get nothing ready or prepared. I've actually wanted to film this video for a few days, but I've been a bit lazy and unproductive. I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to when these lockdown restrictions end and I can actually get my jaw and cheeks redone, because this festive period was like, there was no jaw. There was just no jaw. Because I've been a little fat piggy and eaten all the mince pies. I am clearly not this colour. I mean, look. Who told me? Who? So I'm going to go in next with the Huda Beauty Tantor. Oh my goodness. When I first saw this come out, I was a bit like, meh. I'm like not really into it. Cream contouring and whatnot was never a thing that I probably couldn't even do, if I'm honest. Let alone something that I was actually willing to try. But when I got sent this, I tried it the first time and I was like, why did I not actually purchase this? Why? So it's kind of like cream to powder, so it kind of like sets itself. Oh, I've gone way too heavy there. That's what I get for being so damn fast. Who told me? Again, who told me? I've never used the sponge, but hopefully because it's got some foundation on it, it will bring that down a lot. He is actually trying to kid himself that he's had a summer holiday this year. And we all know that has not been the case. Oh my god, I love it. I absolutely love this product. It's so easy to use, it's so blendable, it's so kind of foolproof that there's no excuse for people to not try it. I mean, that's all, oh wow, what am I doing? I really am. Jesus, Josh. I don't even think my bronzers are going to be dark enough now. Love that, obsessed with it. If you haven't tried Tantor, go and try it. I know that, well, I've seen this in some TK Maxx's. keep an eye out. Next, we're going to go with concealer. And for that, I have, these are like my two faves at the minute. We have the Collection Lasting Imperfection Concealer. I've used this quite a few times on here. And then we have the XX Revolution Concealer. Oh, this stuff is like gold. Now this is in CX6, so hopefully this should lighten us up a little bit. So I'm actually going to go in with a sponge for this as well today. I'm kind of spongy. Yeah, it's kind of helping to brighten up a little bit without looking ashy, I hope. Oh, sexual. Here for it, love it. Gooped, gagged, everything. This concealer is just great. I don't know if it's marketed as mattifying concealer. It is slightly matte, I'll give it that, but it's not drying or doesn't kind of bring any texture. The coverage is there, the finish is, it's just nice, and it's so lightweight, breathable, and the lipless bit goes the longest way. My cheekbones are looking snatched, can't even lie. I'm just gassed about this whole look at the minute. Who do you think you are? Right, next we're going to go in with some powder. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in 10 Fair Light. I'm just going to put some of that in the lid and go in with the flat side of the sponge. So these are my favourites of 2020. It doesn't necessarily mean that these were out in 2020. They've just been my current faves that I've kind of gone back to all of this year. I'm not going to let that sit there for too long because I don't want to dry out the under eyes. Like so. And then I'm going to go in with the Revolution Pro Translucent Pressed Powder. This I've used a few times, and I think we all know by now that I absolutely love it. And choose that and kind of stamp that on to where I'm setting. Don't ask me why I like this powder, I just do. It's not got any flashback to it. It doesn't, like, it feels lightweight, it doesn't make the makeup look cakey. And it does the job. It does what it said it's going to do. That's why I like this powder. And I'm just going to dust off that Maybelline powder. See, just give me that extra brightness underneath the eye so I can actually look a bit more matchable, I suppose. Gorgeous, beautiful. Next we have bronzers, and again I have two. So we have the Fenty Sunstalker bronzer in Shady Biz. This is this one here. And then we have the Revolution Pro Sculpting bronzer in Bahia, which is this. So these I find are very similar, or they remind me of each other, which is why I love both of these. So I'm actually going to go in with one on one side and one on the other side. Just because I can, to be honest. And for that, you know I'm going to do it. I'm going to go with my stippling brush. So I'm going to go this side with the Revolution Pro Sculpting. Like so. Like, it's just gorgeous. So next we go in with the Fenty Shady Biz. Place that on top of the Tantor. Well, just a bit higher. Again, it's that kind of non-muddy, perfect flush warmth to the skin shade. Stunning. You can see like there's barely any difference between the two. Now going with blush. You've seen this, you know I love this. It's the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism blush palette. I'm absolutely obsessed with lightly mixing these two shades here, and then like a tiny bit of this for like a base highlighter normally, because it's like one of the glowy blushes, but I'm just going to go in with a little bit of these two today. Just take, like, flip between the two, pat off, and then just give a nice little flush of colour into those shiggies. So, blush done. Obsessed. Love it. Gas. I'm kind of like powerhousing through this now, because I can see my battery's on 35% and I don't want to die before the end of this video. But we move. But this is like the perfect blush formula. That is like my perfect blush shade, like that kind of peachy, corally shade. And this just helps to, like, I don't know, I feel like it helps just to blend it a bit more into the skin, kind of, so it's not so potent in that orangey colour, if that makes sense, because I'm already quite orange as it is. But this pigmentation is great, blendability great again, and relatively affordable for the 6 shades. So this and the packaging. Mic drop. Highlighter. Look at those chins. So for highlighter, I have 2, but I'm only going with 1. I mentioned this in my last video, I think. The Laura K Illuminating drops. Obsessed. So in the past couple of videos, my last Instagram pictures, if you follow me on Instagram, this gives you that like face tuned glow. You need these. I use the shade Nude. Just get your hands on them. We have, which I think you all know we're going to be, the Be Perfect Stacey Marie Get Wet highlighters. These I use every time I put makeup on. These are heaven sent. These again are a cream to powder formula. They can be built up, but they are absolutely blinding pretty much from the get-go. So go in how you wish, but don't say I didn't warn you. I go in with a sponge, so just take some on that. And then we'll put that on the higher points of the face, like that. Look already, it's just blinding. Look, look. It doesn't show any texture on the skin. It just kind of like blends in and smooths out. Like it's just, look, it's just stunning. It is just stunning. And again, that side, look, look. Just that face-tuned, airbrushed looking glow. I obsess. So this one is in the shade Dew You. I think I said that already. If I didn't, then sauce. That's that. And then what I like to do is go in with a second one of these. And this is in the shade Sheen. Oh, it's not Skin Sheen. So this is more of like a whiter one. I like to put this kind of right on the top of the high points of the cheek. But I do this with like a little brush. And I swirl that in there like so. And this is just going to give that extra intense moment to that highlight. You see? Oh. Oh. If you don't like glitter, I would kind of say that these aren't for you. Because they do have like glitter reflex in them. But it's not like you've got bits of glitter just flying all over your face. But that is like my perfect combination for this highlighter. So we're pretty much there. What we're going to do now is just go with setting spray. This is the Barry M All Night Long Makeup Setting Spray, extra strong. This has been my go-to since I purchased it. Back when I done my testing new drugstore makeup, whatever it was. But this is an absolute fave. It literally does hold your face in place. It does what it says it's going to do. So, go to town. Fan that in, just set it all. So what I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to go off camera. I'm going to do my under eyes and do mascara and lashes. I will say what I've used. Obviously it's the Faves, so I will be back in 2. That was really aggressive with the mirror. See you there. Right guys, I'm back. I have done my eyes. Well, for the most part, I just realised I haven't put like mascara on the lower lash line. So what I've gone in with is the same, I'll say the same. I went in with the darker brown from the Nikkie palette on the lash line and used the orange shade to blend that out with. And then I've used the High Vis liner from Barry M, and this is in the shade False Alarm in the waterline. This is absolutely stunning. So I want to kind of blend this in with the orange moment that I've got going on. So I just kind of added a pop of this because I thought I had an orange one in the waterline, and it's just made that little bit of like moment, a bit more momenty, if that makes sense. So we've used that. These are so creamy, they're so pigmented, like the colours are insane. So they come in like a variety of colours. So we've got 2 different blues, purple, green, pink, this red. They have the water activated liners as well, and the pen liquid liners. Dirt cheap, affordable AF, but the colour and the pigmentation, the payoff is insane, and they're so creamy. Faves of 2020, these are them. Then for mascara, I've gone in with, you're going to know by now, my It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. This, it doesn't clump, it helps to kind of, I don't have lashes, it makes me like I have lashes. So it's black AF, as you can tell, so I've got it all over my hand. So it's super black, it doesn't clump lashes together, it kind of helps to, it doesn't necessarily curl, but it helps to like slightly lift, separate, and create a bit more volume to the lashes, which I do like. And for the lashes, I was torn between 2 pairs. The Eyelaw X Plastic Boy Bad and Bougie lashes, which I'm absolutely obsessed with, don't have in front of me, or the Ardell X Atlantis lashes, which I have on now. Both drugstore, both 2 talented AF people, and these lashes are just an absolute moment. God, I'm good looking. Right, last thing we have to do before this is lips. And for this, again, I've used this time and time and time again. This absolute combo is my absolute ride or die fave. Just dramatic pause to see if anyone knew what I was going to say. So, best combo of the year, in my opinion, is the Peaches and Cream Praline Lip Liner and the Tease Lip Gloss. I've used this again and again and again and again and again. You can't go wrong with this combo, in my personal opinion. Who doesn't love a nude? I rest my case. So, these are super creamy. It's need sharpening, so ignore that. But it's like just the perfect colour. Everything you need in a lip liner. It's just perfect. It's not drying, as I say, it's just creamy, it's gorgeous, I love it. And then, as for the gloss, so this is the Praline, but it's not, it's the Tease gloss. Dab that in there. It's like a cute little pinky nude. Just to give that kind of like extra pouty looking, gorgeous lips. And this kind of lip combo just goes through absolutely everything. See what I mean? Extra full, juicy, live your best moment 2020 lips. This is the final look. What do we think? I am actually gassed, and you can see, or I hope you can see, why these have been my absolute faves of this year. That's on period. I will again list all of these products down in the comments below. I want to try and get this video up today, so I've literally got like an hour and a half, 2 hours to edit this. So I'm going to kind of keep the next bit short, sweet and quick. I am going to be running a giveaway on this video. This includes, I'll put some pictures up, this includes a limited edition Rosalie skincare gift package. So it comes with the Rosalie skincare 3-in-1 formula, one of the brushes and a travel bag. It comes in the cute little box and everything as well. I'll also be giving away an assortment of makeup, including the NYX Advent Calendar, a Huda Beauty Retrograde Eyeshadow Palette, Friends Revolution palette, some Profusion palettes, some teeth whitening stuff. So yeah, there's an assortment of stuff. I'll put the pictures up here. So, not just do that, you need to subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below where you're from and a link to your Instagram or your YouTube page so I can DM you if you're one of the winners. For an additional entry, head over to my Instagram at JoshuaRiece. I'll put it up somewhere on the screen. And all you need to do is follow me there, like the post, comment to friends. So they are the rules to enter the giveaway. Short, easy, sweet. I'm trying to put layman's terms, but everything will be listed down in the description box again, so say below. Done, boom, done. End of. Great. Thank you very much. So that is just my little way of, or mine and Rosalie's way of giving back to you guys, just to say thank you. I know it's been a bit of a shit and strange year, but it's kind of a little bit of me just to kind of cheer someone up if I can. So that brings us to the end of this video. If you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, notification bell on so you're notified every time I upload, and you can continue on this YouTube journey with me. Thank you very much, and I'm going to be so cliche and so sad, but I will see you next year, guys. Mwah.